the operatives of the FC Police Command, now one Kamala Wakili Fafa, aka Abu Ibrahim, the kidnapper, came in on the wanted list of the command based on bounty, if you recall, by the FCT minister. This latest achievement speaks to the renewed dedication to policing the nation's capital since the inception of this new administration at the command. What is the strategy for sustenance of this wonderful achievement, I must say? And this will be what we'll be looking at on this week's episode of your weekly security check program on the Unity Station, NTA Channel 5, Abuja. We thank you for joining us. My name is Seth Yomei. Good morning. Thank you for staying tuned. If you're just joining us, this is Call the Police live on NTA Channel 5, Abuja, the Unity Station. And this morning, I have with me Josephine Ade, the command's image maker, the PPRO FC Police Command. Thank you for joining us on this week's episode of Call the Police.
Thank you for having me.
With your ever smiling face. Welcoming in the sense that you make people feel at home when they are in the command, I guess.
Thank you.
Okay, now as usual on the program, we'll take our background report, then we'll dwell on some questions that are needing answers from you, and of course, feelers as usual from people that are watching us at this moment. Whatever they have, their concerns, their questions, they will relate, and I'm sure you're going to provide solutions to the issues. For now, let's get to watch the background report as packaged by Onotu Yakubu.
It was about 8 o'clock in the evening of Thursday, 15th February. The quiet and serene streets of Accra in Wuse Zone 5 neighborhood was a beehive. Then suddenly, this vehicle, painted in Abuja taxi color, was on high-speed reverse. Out of the vehicle, the voice of an unidentified woman distressfully called for help. While onlookers watched helplessly, this defense staff vehicle emerged and broke the speed of the suspected escaping one-chance vehicle. The military vehicle was greatly damaged, but that singular move led to the arrest of the suspected criminals, while the victims were rescued unhurt.
In his desperateness to escape, this is what he did to this man's vehicle. This military vehicle. See what he did. See what he did.
Meet Air Commodore John Jilantikiri Ijudigal, the uncommon hero who risked it all to save the one-chance victims from the clutches of near-death situation.
I witnessed a car that was reversing at high speed, and inside I was hearing help, help. And I felt they also needed, it should not just go like that. Anybody can need help. And I decided that we should make a U-turn so that to block their movement.
What set this incident apart was what happened next. After saving the victims from the one-chance syndicate, the suspects made for an escape on foot. But Air Commodore Ijudigal chased them into the bushes, sniffed the criminals out, and as well went ahead to also protect them from mob action.
It was a good thing that the crowd had gotten the driver of the vehicle, and there was also a lady. The lady wanted to walk into the crowd, pretended she was a victim, but it was a good thing that the ladies that were the victims identified her and said that she was part of them. So thereafter that, I ensured all of them were brought to a particular place, so that because the crowd was lynching them, I ensured they were brought to a particular place. Unfortunately, we were able to get in touch with the police, and the police sent the DPO of the Wuse, yes.
For the Nigerian Air Force, the very senior officer's display of gallantry and heroism speaks to the core of the Chief of the Air Staff Command's philosophy, hinged on an Air Force that is resilient and effectively responsive to national security needs of their operating environment.
Are concerned about the well-being of our civilian populace and will do anything, even if it means putting their lives on the line, to ensure that their safety is guaranteed. So it's a very positive sign for our younger ones that are coming behind. The Chief Esther was commended him, and as of yesterday, I know that he has said that the senior officer should be given a letter of commendation. And for us in the military, being commended in writing is the most important thing that makes any officer proud.
Commodore Ijudigal is an embodiment of it all, including demonstrating unwavering commitment to interagency synergy. The Air Force officer contacted and waited for the police to take custody of the suspects to enable them face the full force of the law.
That spirit is all what we want. That was why that day I commended the Air Commodore. It's me that went to tow his vehicle with my vehicle, because what he did was what I used to do. It's commendable and appreciated, and appreciable by anybody. It's an appreciable gesture.
When such thing happens, everyone gets angry because he must have been a victim of such a situation. And of course, by venting their anger, beating the something, they feel they've solved the situation. But as I earlier said, if you get to talk to him, you get more information from him. So that's that.
This incident serves as a powerful reminder that there are dedicated law enforcement officers in Nigeria who put their nation and law-abiding citizens first, rather than their personal interests. In Abuja, Onoto Yakubu, NTA News.
Many thanks, Onotu, for that update. Heroic indeed, I must say. We must say thumbs up to the Komodo. It means that we have patriotic Nigerians, and I know that you want to speak that fact. Just briefly before we continue with our features for today, what do you want to say?
Well, the report said it all. That was exactly what happened. On our own part, so we received, it happened on the 14th of February, around 7:30, we received from Wuse, where they boarded that vehicle, actually, like we always say, that these people, these one chance people will have occupants in the vehicles. There will be always be a female, so that when you see that female, you'll be comfortable to board that vehicle. So they actually were 4 occupants in that vehicle, including one of those female that you just saw in the report.
So can we say it all still goes ahead to talk about this issue of re-emphasizing the need of personal security consciousness,
Yes.
so as not to fall victim of one chance.
Exactly.
Since we don't really know who is a one chancer, who is not a one chancer, because of the combination, and some other
Yes,
issues.
because you can see a lady in the vehicle also, and that gave them the confidence that they are safe to board that vehicle. And also, when they attempt to rob them, they raise alarm, and a lot of Nigerians were able to come to their aid. And I can confirm that those suspects were handed over to the police, and they are in custody. And after much investigation, we're definitely going to charge them to court. And also, we mentioned that people should not board unpainted vehicle taxis. From this incident, you will find out that that taxi was painted and not registered. The plate number on that taxi, also when we run through it, we find out that is a trailer.
Thank you so much. We must say that it's quite commendable. Now, information indicated that your command operative stormed the Sardauna forest, and that is in Toto, local government area of Nasarawa State. And one of the most wanted kidnapper was, brought to book. So tell us, this is really a wonderful breakthrough, I must say.
Of course, yes. The day before yesterday, we were able to apprehend the second a person that we were looking for. Last week we got the first person who led us to apprehending this, gave us more information, and then we apprehended the second person, and he confessed of a series of where he also led us to the forest, inside the forest where the bodies of some of these people that were killed, and Barrister Moko also was, may his soul rest in peace, was part of those who they killed, and we were able to recover the remains of Barrister Chris, and then we took it to National Hospital Gwagwalada for DNA, so that we can now hand over the remains for the family.
May so rest in peace. Now, considering the strenuous terrain in that forest, you just mentioned the environment is not favorable. The suspects were camping. How are they coping, the victims and all that, considering the strenuous environment there?
Well, I don't even like talking about it because we have videos now that we were able to clear those forests and destroy most of the camps. From what I saw was so shocking. And you can imagine most of these victims walking through this forest to get to that particular place that we discovered the remains of this. You have to trek for like also appreciate the Inspector General of Police with the support he gave us and the equipment he gave the command, and also the Commissioner of Police, who is also personally taking part in these operations. You hardly see him. He's always out there. In the night, during the day, when there is information and intelligence that there are these things, he also go there by himself. So most of these camps have been destroyed. And you can see that he said during one of